So, in this video, which I'm filming on my phone, because that's what all the cool kids do, I'm going to be reacting to an old video I made in first year of university back in 2015, so that's nearly 6 years ago, which blows my mind because it doesn't really feel like that long ago. I must admit, I actually miss those glasses.
I want to believe in love at first sight, but I think you've actually got to have time to know the person, and hopefully your first impressions will live up to expectations, and you'll actually hopefully fall in love with that person.
So there's me with my still crazy hair, and the blank corkboard behind me, because for some reason I never decorated it. I just seem to, with this first question, I just seem to ramble a bit, which I mean, nothing's changed, but, and I mean, while I did say that, like, you do have to have the time to fall in love with that person first, I feel like that's kind of still true, because, um, if I want to know a person, I want to know them completely, and know what makes them tick.
I read, yay! I'm reading this book at the moment. I read, I blog, I do YouTube.
I think that's still true. I don't really do YouTube anymore, apart from this video. Um, But yeah, I read and blog and watch films, and since then, in 5 years, I've got Netflix, I've got Prime, I've got Disney Plus, so I'm always watching something.
Yeah, I'll put my foot down. I do probably anything less than five. I say five because I'm one of five, and it's really good. My parents are amazing, but I think five is a bit too many.
Again, I think I was talking quite a lot of nonsense there actually, but since 5 years, I haven't had children, but I don't know if I want any right now. I'm still of the belief that my parents did a really good job of raising all five of us.
Good communication, um, someone who can trust, someone who I can talk to.
On reflection, actually, looking at this section of the video, it's quite funny. I'm reacting like it's a job interview. At the time, I was still very sort of shy, so I feel like I was reacting to a expectation that society had taught me.
I'm quite a shy person outwardly, but when I start talking, I don't stop.
While it's still true that I'm still shy, I feel like if someone met me, they would kind of guess that quite quickly. That and I wouldn't really need to tell them that. Um, but if anything, now, if there was something that I had to tell people that I'd want them to know, I think it would be that I realised I am a bit of a taphophile. Look it up. It's really I just find that stuff really fascinating.
I'll probably just um, you know, pay for my education, buy a car, probably buy a house, donate to charities, things like that. Maybe buy some books.
That is still true about the buying houses and things like that. But then again, I might just like buy loads of bookshelves, as I said in that one as well.
What was the first crush you ever had? Probably actor-wise, it's probably Leonardo DiCaprio or Yul Brynner, but actually, as in person-wise, I can't honestly remember.
I still think it's weird that I had a crush on Yul Brynner, who looks like this. Um, because I was just probably a weird teenager.
Um, Finished my saga. Yeah, I would finish it off if I had 6 months left to live. Um, I don't know. And tell everyone who I hadn't told what I thought of them. and if that's good or bad, who knows. Yeah, and I want to make sure that all my family were happy and were okay.
I think I must have been talking about someone in particular saying it or wanting to tell people I love them. It's like, I don't know who though, because I can't remember. Um, but I think that people who I am fond of, I don't. I tell people who I care about that I care about them, and that's not exactly a secret. So it's not going to be a last death wish sort of situation. I still would want to make sure my family are okay though, and also I just want to probably. I mean, at the moment, it'd probably be like travel somewhere on a train for the first time in many months, um, and give someone a hug.
Probably a night person because even if I'm not sort of not like a party girl, sort of party girl, but I do read till excessively late, and I'm finding that I'm like, oh my god, it's midnight, I've got to go to bed now. But then actually getting up in the morning is quite difficult.
Party girl sounds like a very 1920s phrase, doesn't it? It feels like I should be sort of there with like a flapper dress, whatever they were, and um, with like a long cigarette and like whatever. And um, I think I'm as much of a cop out as it is. I think I'm probably a bit of both now. Sometimes I'll binge read a book all night and then wait and get there at like 3 in the morning and be like, what have I done?
I'd probably just be really lazy to take them out somewhere, take them out to eat somewhere because But if I had to cook them anything, it'd probably be cakes because I'm quite good. I'm sort of getting to grips with cakes.
Well, this question hasn't aged very well. While I can't cook terribly well, if I had people over, I'd feed them prawn and courgette spaghetti. It's so nice.
I wouldn't want to like relive my first semester of uni because that'd be a bit boring. I'd want to probably meet everyone I actually met then again, knowing that I was going to meet them.
I think that's a really hard question actually, because I can think of a few things I want to change if I could. Should have, been a bit more serious about my future when I was at university, and it kind of came around and bit me in the butt at the end.
I'll be 25, so I'll hopefully finish um, my uni life. But I'd want to probably be engaged to somebody. I don't know, is that too much to ask? 5 years? I don't know. Probably have like a cotillion of Westies. But most of all, I suppose I just want to be happy.
I just found it amusing that 5 years ago, me 5 years ago thought that 5 years later I'd be engaged. It's kind of sweet, really. But the second part is true. I would want to be happy in whatever I succeed to do. But 5 years from now, I'll be 31, and that's just I can't even fathom that. So I just hope that then I am happy, and then I found something I want to do, like job wise or career wise or a new hobby or something. I hope that I've moved to a new city. Um, you know, I'm you know I'm I think 5 years from now is a long way away. But then again, just like with that one, just like in the video, it feels like a blink and you'll miss it moment. And I still want Westy, but not right now. So just some final thoughts. I'm glad I looked back at the video because it's just a nice little memory. Um, and I can't help but be nostalgic. But I think the funny thing is that I hadn't met half the people I went on to know then, and that's kind of sweet. But it's kind of I can't help but see that I was very lucky back then, and I didn't realise it. I'm glad that I haven't changed completely in the 5 years, like with the writing and the books and things. I'm glad that I've become more at peace with myself and more confident in my own way. And I'm just glad that I am who I am.